Hello friends and welcome to VidCube. Today's topic is how do we extract data recursively from a website. Okay, so let's get started. So for this tutorial's purpose, I am using a website called planecrashinfo.com. In this website, you would find that historical data of all the plane crashes happened, and it's a vast database. It starts from 1920 and up to 2020. Now, if I click on any of the year, I will find a list or a table of the plane crashes, the dates, then location, operator, what was the aircraft, and how many fatalities it has caused. Okay, so to do this, let's get see how we can extract or take it in the Power BI recursively. Because if you see here, we have a lot of years here, and if we do one by one, then it will take a lot of time for us. But Power BI, such a powerful tool, it allows you to extract this data from the Power Query. Okay, let's get started. So here, first thing first, we go to home and we go to the get data as usual, and here we create web. Now in the web, what we need to do is we need to just input one of the URL. So let's say I take 1922 as one of the URL. I copy this and I enter it here and say okay. Okay, and this will do something in the background to fetch the data. Okay, here you see that there is a table called table 1, and if I look at it, I look at the preview, it looks right, and it looks right that it has location, operator, and everything. So what do I need to do? I need to just go to the transform data tab. Okay, now here is a catch. Okay, a small catch I would like to show you. In the earlier versions of Power BI, here if I click the source, it used to be a web page bracket web contains type of things. Now this one here in the newer version of Power BI, it is web.browser contents. Now what is the limitations? The limitation is that it extracts table from HTML and gives you this table. But the point is that here, if you look at, for example, location slash operator tab, you will find that after France, Handley has has no space or no line. Okay, but if you do it using web page dot web contains method, which I will show you right now, you will find that it has space. So basically your text transformation, and when you go for uh, splitting the data into two columns, it becomes much easier. So let's go and see how we can solve this problem. So here what I need to do is just go to there and do a little magic. Okay, let's first remove these from here because I don't think we require them. All right, so just go to source. Okay, and here what I need to do is I need to just delete this part and enter web page, and here inside the bracket web.contains. All right, so what it does it this web.contains, it actually encapsulates all the URL data into one and then passes to web.page method. All right, and then I will say okay. All right, what did it go wrong? All right, my bad, sorry. I need to enter. Okay, work now. Yes, it does. Okay, now I need to expand this table. You will see that okay, all the navigations and promoted headers and change type and all those have come, which is good. Now you see the difference. Okay, earlier there was no space or no line break between the two. Now here we have line breaks. So what I need to do is I need to do a bit of transformation here. So I need to split column by delimiter. Wow, it's very intelligent. It has already taken the carriage return, but just for explanation, let me explain what it does. So here you have option like how you want to delimit the column. You have colon, comma, equal sign, semicolon, and so on. But I will go to the custom. Okay, and here I will say split using special character, and here I will say carriage return because this is what it is showing. Okay, and it will be good for my data to be split into two columns. So I say okay, and great. Now we have location and operator. Okay, that's great, that's great. So let me enter this location and this one over here as operator. So this is how I did the first transformation here. Okay, I think same thing here. We need to do some transformation here as well. Let me split it by carriage return. Okay, great. Now I have aircraft type being one and registration being another. Okay, and here I have three different data sets. So first one is fatalities, second one is how many on board, and third one is how many of them were crew members. Okay, that's what I see it. So I'll have to just explicitly split it also. So by delimiter. Okay, no need to do here. First one is done. Second one, split column by delimiter. Okay, makes sense. And the third one, again, I just need to remove this bracket, right? So I'll just go to replace values, find this and replace it with nothing, null. And here I will turn this to whole number. And here I will say that, and here I will say on board, and here I will say, let's say it's crew. Okay. All right, so this is the data for 1922. Right, let's see. I will just rename this as well, aircraft events. Okay, now I need to do what? I need to, so basically this is one of the year which is there. Now if I have to do everything manually, then I need to do this process for each and every year. But thanks to Power Query, we have an option of passing the parameter to the Power Query, which will allow me to extract this data for all the years present there. Now, first thing first, I need to just go to the advanced editor and define a variable there. So what I do is I go to advanced editor, and here's how define a variable in Power Query. Let's say I call it year, and I need to define it. Okay, now here I just need to pass it. So you see this 1922, this has to be replaced with the year. So what I do is I ampersand. So this will be a number, right? So I need to convert into text. So it would be number dot to text and year, and again this one is ampersand, and here also ampersand number dot do next, and here closed percent. All right, I think it's good to go. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so now this has turned this query into a function which I can call a parameterized function. Let me try if it is working. So I just randomly enter any year and say invoke. Oh wow, great. So you see this now for 2015 it has returned me the data. So basically it is what it is doing is that it is going to the 2015 page which is here inside this database.html. It's going into 2015 and it is taking the data. Okay, great. So now I need to find a way to define to pass all these years into this function which we have defined, and how we can kind of use it. Okay, so I will delete this function because I don't need it. I mean I will delete this response which I used this function, you know, which I got using this function. Now I will what I will do is I will just need a list of all the years. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to go here, click on new source again, web, and here I will enter database because this is where all the years are listed, right? So I go there, let's see. Okay, let's see which one has our data. No, this is not. This one looks like it has. Yeah, this one has. Okay, great. And what about this? What is this? No, this is a format and all that. Okay, don't need it. So I will just enter this accident database. Okay, go back to my Power Query. Okay, now I will say this years or years list. I will mention this as years list. Now I need to just do some cleaning activities here, right? So what I will do is I will remove this column. I don't need this. Okay, now I have a beautiful function called unpivot. So what I will do is I will just select all this and make them as a row. So I will just select all of them, unpivot column. Great. Now this is giving me the list of all. Yeah, basically I don't need the column number, right? So I will just delete it, remove, and here I will say it's here. Okay, yeah, makes sense. And I need to now do what? So basically now we have a list of all the years, and for each of the year I need to call this function, and I need to define it here, that okay, how can I call this function? So what I will do is I will right click here and I will say where is it? No, it's not here. Okay, no problem. It's here in the add column. So I will say custom column. Okay, I will name it custom for time being, or I will name it let's say events. Okay, and here I need to enter aircraft events. I need to call the function. You remember our function called aircraft events, and since Power BI recognizes that function, it has automatically given me an option, right? It has already automatically filled that for me. I need to enter year, this one, and close the bracket, and let's say okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, save. It will take some time because it's big query. It's a lot of data, right? But something is happening. You see the rows are being loaded, so I'm sure it's working. I think it's we are talking about 100 years, so I think it should be 100 rows each with 1 year. Yeah, that's great. Good. So I need to just expand this table. So I will click here, okay, and I will deselect this, and I would just want whatever I needed, right? So I will select all, and I will uncheck this option because I don't need the column name as a prefix. Okay, you would need it if you have the same column names here, but I don't have it, so I will just remove this, and I will say okay, and voila. Wow, great. Now we have got all the data here, which is there from 1920, since 2020. Okay, just to check whether we have it for 2020. Okay, load more. Yeah, 2020. Yes, we have 2020. So I will just select it. Okay, great. Yeah, I think you remember from your memories about these incidents, right? This one, the latest one, happened in Pakistan, right? So I know this has been a bad year for all of us so far, but I mean, this is what we learn, which is what we have, right? Anyways, so this is all. Now you have all your data. You can just simply apply it, close, save it, and use it for your visuals. It will be all there in the Power BI, and this is how you can extract the data from this. You may want to remove this column because it's of no use for you because you already have the year in this date. But yeah, you can use it now. All right, thanks for watching, and please do share your comments, feedback on the YouTube link. I will send the description link to the this article, which is there on my blog, witchcube.biz, and visit me on my blog, witchcube.biz, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much. Have a good day.